Hey, it's Ryan from Upfit Supply, and in this video, we're gonna be unboxing a Stabiligrip floor for the GMC Savana and Chevy Express. Let's get into it. All right, well, the first thing you're gonna notice is just how massive this box is. It's probably 6 feet by 5 feet wide. It's just a massive box. It weighs 130 pounds. This is for the 155-inch wheelbase GM cargo vans. There's also a shorter 135-inch wheelbase. It's gonna be a different floor because the length of the van is different, obviously. So just make sure that you get that correct when you're ordering this. But this is just a massive box, extremely heavy. It has to ship on a pallet, LTL freight. So that's just one thing to be prepared for if you're looking at ordering this floor. Now, one thing, because this is 130 pounds, I already took it out of the box and put it onto the work shelf piece by piece, just because it's so heavy. So we have a 3-piece floor right here. We have our middle piece right here. See, we've got some cutouts here for the cargo rings in the floor, D-rings, if you will. Now, the Stabiligrip is a rigid floor, so it's solid. There's, you know, if you look at this, there's a little bit of flex in there, but it's not like a rubber style floor that's gonna dip into those kind of the ribbing in the floor of the van. So if you're walking or crawling back there, you're not gonna get that uneven feeling as you're walking on the floor there. It's gonna give you that nice solid surface, super durable. It's got kind of a textured fine grip to it, so you're not gonna slip, but you could also load like pallets and skids and things like that into the van, and it's gonna be able to slide nicely on top of there. Now, this is a composite material, essentially plastic, so it can stand up to temperatures as well as moisture, things like that. If you get those wood floors, you're just gonna see rot over time. And so it's just a really solid floor. This is really the top of the line floor that Legend offers. They make a lot of different floors, aftermarket floors. I think they're a supplier for original vehicles as well. And so just great products here from Legend. So we have our middle piece right here. And then we have our front piece down below, which I'm gonna take off in a minute, but I wanna show you one thing real quick. In the kit, we have this roll, and we have these 2 aluminum joiner strips. And these connect your 3 pieces together. And so it's kind of cut a little bit different on the edge here to fit into these joiner strips. And the tolerance is such that it's basically one solid surface once this is attached, because this does have kind of an inset cut. And so once this slides into place, it's gonna be level with the floor. And essentially the installation, they give you this glue sealant material you're gonna put into both sides of the track, attach it here, attach it to the other side. You're gonna have a nice sealed, solid surface. So we have our 2 aluminum channels. They're also included in the box, as well as that glue. Now, that is all of the installation hardware that you need. This just sits on the floor essentially, and it's 130 pounds. It fits precisely on the floor of the van. It's not going anywhere, and so that makes installation super simple. So this is our middle piece right here. I'm not sure, you know, it would be interesting to get this measurement. This is about 18 inches. If you don't account for the cutouts, 17¼ inches. So 155 to 135 inch wheelbase. I'm a little bit curious on if this piece isn't included on the 135 inch, and you just connect your front and your back. So curious about that, I'm not sure. It doesn't always work out like that. Most of the time it doesn't, but kind of interesting. So this is the front piece of the floor. This is actually towards the cab. This is your driver's side. This is your passenger side. So right here, you can see it's cut out for basically where that door, that inset step is on the door. A nice little Legend logo right here. We have a cutout right here for our fuel tank filler, if you will. Cuts around there. So this is a precision cut floor for your specific van. And so don't order this for a ProMaster. You want to make sure you get the ProMaster version of this floor, and so on. So it's vehicle specific, wheelbase specific. Sometimes if there's a dual sliding door option for your particular van, it may be different for that as well. Okay, our third and final piece, this is the rear. So this is oriented differently than that last piece. So this is forward, this is rear. So this is the rear door opening on this side. Have our cutouts here for our cargo rings on the floor. Our wheel wells right here on both sides. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not. See that lower wheel well right there. So again, it's that precision cut floor for your particular van. Now again, the Stabiligrip floor is that highest level offering from Legend. They also make a Automat bar is what it's called, which is their rubber style floor. It's really the top of the line rubber floor that you can get, but it does have that flex in there, and so you would still feel it, still feel the ribbing in the floor if you put it in the back of the Savana Express. So we decided to go with the top of the line floor for our van, Upfit. Now, when you buy this floor, you're gonna wanna pair it with a set of door thresholds or door sills that essentially sit over the rear door and the side door. It's gonna protect this from getting chipped. A lot of times when you buy this floor, like on upfitsupply.com, we include the aluminum sill set with it. Or you can upgrade to like a steel sill set in black or a yellow finish to give it that high visibility. We went with the yellow steel sills with this particular floor because we heard it looks awesome, and so we wanted to try it out. But you can also do the aluminum, you can also do the black sills. It's really up to you. You just want to make sure that you do get a set of thresholds with this floor so you don't chip away at it as you're entering and exiting if you're loading material and things like that. Now, like I mentioned, installation is going to be really straightforward. Again, you just piece by piece bring it into the van, use your joiner strips and your glue to connect it together, and you're gonna be good to go. There's no drilling into the floor. It kind of floats on the floor, if you will. You can still attach your shelving to the floor through this. You're just basically gonna drill a hole through this floor and still set your plus nut and all of that underneath it. Super solid, gonna hold up to basically anything that you can throw at this. Now, if you're looking for the Stabiligrip floor or any other equipment to get your van ready for work, be sure to check us out at upfitsupply.com. Again, my name is Ryan, and have a good one.